Senator from the 44th District.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. First of all, I wanted to say that I love working in this body, listening to the Senator from District 31. I appreciate what he says and how this body has come to really work on what tragedy that we just dealt with. But what I wanted to say was, within hours of the tragedy that we had experienced, some, not anyone in this state, because again, I've seen nothing but everyone coming together, but some have politicized it in an unacceptable way. There's been misinformation and an intention to mislead, and it's been astounding and offensive to me. Even more offensive is that there's this line of commentary where people have blamed this tragedy on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Utah Republican gubernatorial candidate Phil Lyman said that the collapse of the bridge is a result of governors who prioritize diversity over the well-being and security of citizens. A Florida Republican congressional candidate said DEI did this. And there are more comments out there similar to these. They attack our sole black appointees to the Port Authority like Sandy Roberts and Corinthia Barber for their lack of knowledge surrounding the port. They attack Mayor Brandon Scott as a DEI mayor. To falsely equate diversity with a lack of knowledge and our blackness with incompetence is simply a lie. It does not matter to some of these people that the aforementioned were duly appointed or duly elected. Why? Because many of these folks don't believe that me and my colleagues should hold the offices that we hold or even should be voting in the first place. My president, as you know, I attended Johns Hopkins University in the 1990s. There we faced questions about our presence on that campus as if we did not belong there because of affirmative action. Side note, Republican author Alan Fletcher, who was a Nixon appointee, Assistant Secretary of Labor, who was also called the father of affirmative action as he was largely responsible for the revised Philadelphia Plan, so affirmative action was something that came from the Republican Party. Anyway, when I matriculated at Hopkins, I took the same test as everyone else that received the degree that I got. So to be clear, while affirmative action opened the doors, there was no such thing as an affirmative action test. While I was a student at Johns Hopkins University, I served there as the Black Student Union president, and I held a viewing of the 1915 movie, Birth of a Nation. I did this because I believe that people need to understand the beliefs that some hold about you. There is an iconic scene as described by the 2015 JSTOR Daily Story, where I read and quote, "In one scene, a room filled with empty desks flickers, and then, thanks to a bit of the movie magic, fills with black men who have been elected to the state legislature. They conduct their business with decorum of a pack of wolves. One man takes off his boot, resting his foot on the desk, but replaces it when he is told that all legislators must wear shoes." I bring this up because what is old is new. Some people did not like Reconstruction policies. Black people's their competency was attacked back then as it is being today, as if we do not have to work just as hard as anyone else to achieve the American dream. Mr. President, I cannot tell you how frustrated that I am that these people stain a tragedy that we are all attempting to address with such bigotry. When I'll take my seat, but I want to quote an iconic question, what I believe may actually be a statement. Am I not a man and a brother? Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.